So here's on the ledge trap. Cosmos getting back onto the ground though, and still has not done a single percent here on Mopn. Mopn full control, and the crowd popping off right now. They want their boy to win.
And that limit cross slash.
Oh, but the flare blade overhead swing got a two for.
Hey everybody, it's Natty White and welcome to Spiked. I'm here with Mopn.
Hey, this is Mopn. I'm a Roy player from Alabama, ranked like top 3. What's up?
For the first question, what is your very first memory of Smash? Not even competitive wise, just in general.
My very first. Okay, I got it. Okay, so my very first memory of Smash is actually with the N64 version. So back when I would like go to like my cousin's house, she had an N64 and she had a whole bunch of different games like Mario 64, Mario Kart, and there was this game with Smash on it. I didn't really know all the other characters because at the time I was just little. And I saw Mario and I was like, ooh, Mario, cool. So then I started playing it. I would only play as Mario, and then it just kind of went from there. And then I found out like, oh, Melee is a thing too, and then I got it for the GameCube. That's how I got into it, really. I'm dead, holy.
You don't have a Bowser in Alabama, or?
We do, but I like never get to play him.
Yeah, I think that's what Mikamura said as well, that we do, but he hasn't played him.
Yeah, like I've seen him play and he is actually very good, but it's just he really doesn't get to go to a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about. I think I've seen their account. It says like best inactive Bowser in Alabama or something.
That's probably him, yeah.
Man, you just go out there. Other Sephiroths I fought, they just wait.
Oh yeah. Oh nah. I go out. This character's edge guarding is really good. Oh crap. Tough guy. Oh, shield! Yeah.
Almost pushed you off.
Alright, so what... That would have been unfortunate.
For the second question, what do you remember about facing Cosmos at Momocon and that down air not hitting the right spot at like 15%? Like, what was going through your mind at that point when that did not work?
Okay. So the thing I remember about Cosmos, the Cosmos set, was like before the set, I was like hyping myself up like really hard. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat him, I'm gonna win. And like that just gave me a lot of confidence going through with it. So like first game, I'll be honest, I got kind of washed. And then the second game, I was like, okay, I actually can do this. I was like feeling myself getting some momentum. The third game, I started off fine, and then I kind of just like I remember I looked back at the set. There was like 2 mistakes I made that kind of just like steamrolled and put me into that situation. So then I was down, and of course he was like at like 17. I was like at 100. I caught his jump with soft hit fair, and I was like, okay. I was like in my head, I was like, okay, I can win the game right here. I can win the game, and like it'll be a pretty huge deal the way I win it. So it's like I go for it. I didn't commit hard enough to the down air, so like I hit it, but it just didn't spike. And then like what went through my head was kind of just like, okay, that was kind of like my one chance to like steal this. It might just be over at this point.
I remember I was watching it live because I went to Momocon, and the crowd just was like so hype, and then just not after that happened. They were just like, oh yeah. My god, no. Because we thought that was over. It's over.
Big moment. Yeah.
Could you hear us through the headphones all that well?
Honestly, no, not really.
Okay.
The only time I could really hear was like when I took a game.
Yeah,
other than that, no,
I'll just tell you, there was like
really
a huge sigh of like, oh, when that down air did not, did not hit.
I was very sad about it.
No, you played very well. Like the announcers were like talking as in, or the commentators were like, this is gonna be an upset. Like if you listen back to it, they really thought this could be our very first big upset right here. You played very well.
Yeah, I remember listening to the commentary. I was like, oh, I actually was like about to get a real upset for once.
Well, it sounded like in the beginning they just didn't know anything about you, so they just didn't say anything. And then the better you did, the more they talked about you.
Yeah, which is completely fair, honestly.
What are your top 3 favorite animes and why?
My top 3 favorite animes. Okay, that's gonna be a hard one, but I can try. Okay, so my top 3 favorite animes. So that's gonna be pretty hard because it's like I'm always watching so much stuff, and like my opinion on things is just always changing. So I'll start. I'll just try to go off for something that I really like. So the first one I'll talk about probably would be Yu Yu Hakusho. Real old anime. If you watched Hunter x Hunter, it's done by the same exact guy.
Oh, okay.
The thing I really like about Yu Yu Hakusho is for starters, it just has like a really classic feel to it. I love like the whole 90s vibe to it. I really love that time period, even though I wasn't really around for it. It's just nice to see. Also, I'm just a huge fan of the protagonist. He's just not like the typical like, you know, nice guy protag. Dude's kind of a jerk sometimes, but honestly, I really like that. Let's see, the characters are also really cool too. One of my favorite side characters in the show, what was his name? His name was Hiei. He was like, you know, the typical like edgelord. He's basically like the Vegeta of the show in a way. Now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, who else was in there? Kuwabara, freaking Kurama. Yeah, I was just a real big fan of that show. That's another one of my favorites. Let's see. Honestly, I'm currently watching One Piece right now, and
That's a huge show.
I'm only like 100 episodes in. It's a very huge show, but I don't regret picking it up at all. Not in the slightest. Oh crap, am I dead?
Yep.
But let's see. One Piece. One Piece might honestly be one of my favorites because it's like I'm only like 100 episodes in, and I can tell I just really like the show. That like I've never watched a show that has like such amazing world building like One Piece does. So that's just really fascinating to see. Like every time I'm watching an episode, it's just like they add more to the series lore and stuff. I'm just like, wow, there's just so much more that like needs to be found out in this. It's like I can see why people never get bored of it. So I have a lot of respect for One Piece. And then so I honestly can see that, but I don't know, it's just too early to say. For sure though, I would put Black Clover in my top 3. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably see me. I am like very obsessed with that show for a number of reasons.
I've been told it's good by a couple people, but I've never watched it.
It's very good. Of course the manga is better. It's the thing with Black Clover is it's a long running shonen, so the animation is going to drop from time to time, just like how you see this happen with One Piece, you see it happen with Naruto, you see that happen with Bleach. It's they like save like the actual effort and stuff for like, you know, the big moments that matter. So like at the small moments where there's just like a bunch of dialogue or something, there's not really going to be like crazy high-end animation because it's just they don't really have the time for that, you know. But the reason why I like Black Clover so much is for a number of reasons. So it's like, yeah, it's a shonen, but it does a lot of things that makes itself really unique. Like for example, usually with shonens, most of the like most of the problems are usually solved by the protag, like, you know, figuring it out all by himself, you know, getting some sort of power up, you know, just overcoming the odds, all that stuff. That's usually what happens. The thing in Black Clover is Black Clover has like gone out of its way to make constant use of the fact that, hey, they are team. You have team members in this, and they're gonna help you out. So like, Black Clover has a heavy emphasis on teamwork and stuff, and I just really appreciate that because, like I said, a lot of typical shonens, they don't really do that. They kind of just rely on the protag to get stuff done, and it's kind of, to me, it's kind of a tired thing, which is why I saw, like, when I see it happen in Black Clover, I'm like, okay, that's actually really neat. What else does Black Clover do? Also, the let's see, the topics that Black Clover discussed, the themes that it has, it's also very underrated. I'm gonna say in my opinion. So like, a heavy thing in Black Clover is there's a lot of emphasis on like prejudice and you know, discrimination. There's like a caste system that's basically, you have the royals who because they're royals, they're born with like more magic power, and like they're typically like this, you know, more controlled than like, you know, like a typical peasant or something, whereas the peasants, like, they don't really have much magic, so like there's a lot of discriminatory actions against the peasants because they're not as strong. So basically you have some people who are like, you know, that shouldn't matter, what should matter is like the contents of your character and all that good stuff. There's just a lot of small stuff like that I can really appreciate in Black Clover.
What's with the how I say distasteful reaction to Steve?
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my
Okay. So my
gosh.
thing with Steve was basically, I saw him in the in the veil of just like a meme character. Like I saw Sans in the same way. I didn't want Sans simply because like it was just a meme that people like oh ho haha Sans haha Steve. It's like, don't get me wrong, I love Minecraft. I played Minecraft a lot back in like high school and stuff with some friends. So like that definitely wasn't a problem, and I was like, I understand how popular Minecraft is. It's just I was just like I really don't want like a meme character, because I was just like, I honestly just did not expect it to happen, if I'm being completely honest.
I don't think anyone really expected it to get through.
So like when it happened, I was just like, there's no way they actually put Steve in Smash. And then like as I like watched the trailer more and like saw gameplay, I was like, okay, this isn't that bad. I'm like, okay, I'm fine with Steve. It's like throughout the day I was like, oh man, I can't believe Steve is in Smash. And then like as the day went on, I was like, wow, Steve is in Smash. That's really cool. So like my initial thing was like disappointment at first, but then like the more I saw of it and the more I was like, people are like really happy about this. I'm like, this is fine. This is fine.
Yeah, it seems like there's two spectrums of people that care about the characters. There's those that don't want anime swordsmen in this game and want silly characters or different characters. And then there's those that
Right.
only want serious antagonists in this game and don't want serious characters. Or don't want joke
Like a silly
characters.
cat. Yeah. Like I'm fine with a good balance. Like like when Banjo got announced, I was like, okay, that's cool. I never played Banjo and Kazooie as a kid, but I'm like, I understand why people like it so much. And it's like, of course, me, I tend to gravitate towards the sword characters because like I just find them really fun to play.
When did you know it was Steve? Like, what made you realize, oh, this could be Steve?
I think so. Like when Mario was like in like the in that cave or whatever, I saw the eyes. I was like, oh my gosh, those are spider eyes. And then like you kind of can hear the sound of it, and I was like, oh my goodness, it's actually happening.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's about when I heard it. When I heard the mobs, I freaked out because I just didn't expect that to ever happen. That was such a catch-off-guard moment, I guess.
Yeah. For me, I was just like, I was actually talking to people in my chat beforehand, and they're like, "What's one character that you just like really hope it's not?" I was like, and then like, of course, me, I was like, "Yeah, I hope it's not Steve," because like I feel like that would just be weird and yada yada. And then as I'm watching it happen, I was like, "There's no way," because like I've never had that happen. I've never had
where
that
like
happen
you
where
called a character inadvertently right before they got announced.
Yeah. I've never been able to like completely call a character like that. That's why I was just like, that's another reason why I was so blown back, because I was just like, wait a minute, this actually just happened, huh?
It was almost like initial, I didn't want to be right.
Yeah.
Well, this question is, why Roy? What got you into Roy initially, I believe, in Smash 4?
Yeah. Okay. So what got me into Roy? It actually, dates back to Smash 4. So what happened was when I first moved to Alabama, I was actually a Corrin player, and I just kind of got bored of her, and I was like, she doesn't really fit my playstyle. I don't really want to play this character anymore. So I was just like, let me mess around with some other characters and see what I really like to do. So funnily enough, the characters that I was like really liking were Roy and Smash 4 Ike. Those are the two characters that I ended up playing. I actually almost
Ike?
ended up in Ike main, yeah. So what made me go with Roy over Ike was the fact that well, for starters, I really like how Roy's design is. Like, I'm just a huge fan of that. That's a thing. For me to play a character, they just have to be aesthetically pleasing to me. So that was just a big part of it. What else? So I was watching, Izal. I was watching his
Yes, I
art
do know
for Roy
Izal.
video, and he was just he was just showing things about Roy, showing things about the character, what he can do, his combos, like just cool tips and tricks with him. I was like, okay, Roy looks really cool. And then I would mess around with Roy. And the more I played him, I was like, wow, okay, this is how I want to play Smash. This is fun to me. I was like, fast swordy is like, yeah, he wasn't great, but again, he was just fun to me. He really just clicked with me. And then Ike, on the other hand, as much as I liked Ike, he just wasn't for me, because it was just more of the same. He was just a slow swordy like Corrin. So I was like, okay, I'm going with Roy. And then that was really it. And then I stuck with him.
Have you
Funnily
played
enough, though-
Fire Emblem? Oh, sorry. What?
Oh, I was gonna say, funnily enough, I was not gonna play Roy in this game if he was bad again.
Oh yeah.
I told myself that from like the get-go. I was like, yeah, I'm not going with Roy again if he's bad. I just can't do it again.
Have you played Fire Emblem all that much?
Oh yeah, I'm a huge Fire Emblem fan. I've played most of the games.
You played Three Houses?
Yeah.
Which path did you
Love
choose?
Three Houses. I originally went with Blue Lions, and that's just easily my favorite of the houses.
Oh yeah, I went with brain can't think. Edelgard.
Edelgard, Black Eagles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually played all the routes in Three Houses. Just
Oh,
'cause
really?
I like the game that much. Yeah, I played them all.
I was initially gonna switch to the church route, and I wimped out. Oh, nice. I wimped out and went back because I disliked it so much.
Yeah, so funny thing about the church route and the Golden
Spoilers
Deer
if you haven't
route
played the game,
are-
obviously.
I'm not gonna spoil that much. I'm not even gonna really spoil it all. But the Golden Deer route and the church route are actually just the exact same, except the church route there's no Claude, and it's literally just Seth and Flame, whereas Golden Deer has everyone. It follows the same exact story. It's just that Claude isn't there. That's literally the only difference.
So, what character and stage did you settle on?
So I went to town, and I'm gonna go with Wolf actually.
Good luck to you.
All right, thank you. Alrighty, gonna try and do this 7 Ganon tournament, or not tournament, 7 Ganon challenge. Let's see how this goes. Oh goodness. Oh, this is not gonna go well. Oh, this is bad. Holy crap. Okay, they're hitting each other a lot, so that's good, I guess. Also, I just took 78 from one exchange. Oh! What the heck is happening? Oh! Killed 2 at the same time, and then I died. Oh wait, 2 also died. Nice. Okay, wait, this is not going terribly. Never mind. It's all falling apart. Yes, keep hitting each other. Ow! Oh, that sucks. Alright, how about this? This is just going awful. Oh! I don't even think I'm gonna get rid of one of them. Oh my goodness. Okay, and that's it. Wow, that was hard.
Alright, so is it true that you got second at your very first Ultimate tournament with Roy and said, quote, Roy is stupid?
Yeah, okay.
And what do you remember about that day?
So, yes, at my first Smash Ultimate tournament, I played Roy because that was my main. I got second to Chili, and I was like, wow, this character is really dumb. So like, what made me realize that was like the fact that he gets so much off of a hit, and like we've all seen his side B. Like I remember the first time I killed someone with it at like 70 because I had rage. I was just like, what? That's not okay. Why is that a thing? Like it's like, why are you dying? Because I guessed right, or I just like got like a tech chase, and you're just gone at freaking 70 or something, or even earlier on certain stages. Or if I have rage, I was just like, that's really messed up. But that was basically, it was just side B. That was the big determining factor for me. I was just like, wow, this move it's literally just better limit cross slash for some reason.
I noticed the problem with connecting though, or that might just be people who don't play the character enough. Like sometimes they just won't connect.
I mean, there's very few situations where that happens, but it's avoidable. It happens a lot more with Marcina, honestly, because theirs doesn't have as much hit stun. But Roy, it's just like, you can't avoid it. It does happen though sometimes. Very rarely.
That makes sense. I know what you mean, like it literally looks like limit cross, it just kills like limit cross slash.
Yeah, it kills earlier, and it also sends up like a better angle than limit cross slash. So it's just way easier to die to limit or die to Roy's side than his limit cross slash, which is crazy to think about.
Oh, Jesus. You're really good at that.
The fact that they haven't nerfed it yet, I'm like, okay, I guess they just wanted it to be that way. Sure.
Well, a lot of top players don't really think Roy's like broken
Yeah, that's fair.
because of non-results.
Oh! Yeah, he doesn't really have super great results. It's like they're just okay at best.
Don't you love how I just got DLC basically?
Yeah. Oh gosh. I can't hate Joker too much.
No.
I like playing him. Oh gosh.
Oh, yes.
Oh goodness.
Oh, no, there it is.
There it is.
What do you remember about beating Wizrobe off stream at Pound 2019?
So at Pound 2019, I was just going through my bracket, and I was like, I saw him projected to play Wizrobe, and I was like, oh man, I know he's like pretty good fox, or not fox player. He played Wolf. I was like, okay. So Goblin, the one of the best Roys was at that tournament, and he was actually throughout the tournament, he was actually giving me advice on certain matchups and stuff, and I remember talking to him about Wizrobe because him and Wizrobe are from the same region, so they have played a fair amount. So I was just like asking him, I was like, okay, well, so like what should I expect? And like he was just telling me basic stuff like, hey, look out for this. He's a player who likes to nair out his shield a lot with Wolf, so just like try to play around that. He's really good at getting grabs, yada yada. It's just a lot of stuff like that. And then like, so I played him, right? And I was just like, watching out for the stuff. And like, as I was playing him, like for some reason I just had this weird thought. I was just like, huh, this is going a lot easier than I thought it was going to. Cause like, it's like, I could tell he's a good player, but like, I'll be honest, the whole time I played him, I didn't really feel like all too like worried. I was just like, all right. That's like I wasn't sleeping on him or anything. I was just like, I feel like I could just win this. I don't know why. I was just like, huh.
So it felt basically too easy.
Yeah, it like
Nothing against
I guess
him, but you just did. It just did.
I felt like I overestimated him because it's like at the end of the day he's still a melee player and that's still where he shines the most. And like he's not bad at ult at all. It was just like I thought he was gonna be like on par with like the top players in ult, which was just not true. But this is like, then again, he also beat Tweak, so I'm just like I don't know. I don't understand.
It could have been just your. Oh, that was a nice read. It could have just been that your playstyle was opposite to his and just worked out.
Yeah, it could have been something like that. So yeah, that's how that went. And then like I 2-0'd him, and I was like, huh, I just 2-0'd Wizard. It was a fun set though. Oh gosh.
Oh, don't worry. I've only been playing this character for like a couple days again. This was my day one character, and I dropped her. And then like recently, I was like, oh wait, she's easy.
She's very easy. Yeah, I've been playing her a lot more.
Well, I think it was because at the beginning of the game, no one had fundamentals, so trying to play her was like, I just landed on top of people too much.
Yeah.
So I couldn't get any results. But then I picked up Bowser, and it's like, oh, I can hit people twice and kill them.
Yeah, I played Lucina because she was my secondary back in Smash 4. So I was just like, okay, she feels literally the exact same, minus not being able to use Jab 1. Like, in some situations, I was like, when I first started playing, I was like, she feels better than what she did in Smash 4.
Oh, yeah. It might be that, I mean, just the way she's built works so much better for this game. What is your favorite tournament you've ever been to?
My favorite tournament? Are we talking majors or locals or just
anything? Like, anything at all.
Favorite tournament? My favorite tournament, honestly, there's two. There's two that I'm like really stuck between. The first one being 2018 Big House it was the last Big House for Smash 4, and the other one being 2019 Mopn. Those are like the two where I'm just like, okay, these are like my best tournament experiences. So the thing with Big House was let's see, a lot happened at Big House. So basically, I was with a small group of people. It was just like it was me and like 3 other people from Alabama who went to Big House. So like over that time, we really became like even like closer friends. It was a really fun time. It was a really fun time just like walking around Detroit and stuff. That's something I'll always remember from that tournament. And the tournament experience itself was also really good because so I teamed with I was doing statics with Tiger, the Fox, and I think in doubles we got like 17th at the tournament. We played really well. That was a fun time. We lost to Best Nest and Elegant and Daybreak and Slam Shady, and they both were close sets surprisingly. So that was fun. And then singles bracket. Oh no, not like this.
Save me.
But the singles bracket was it was a really good experience for me because it was the first time that I did that good at a big tournament. Let's see, what did I get? I got 33rd. I almost got top 32 at a major, and I was like, wow, that's like insane. I also got to play 2 sets on stream. I played like 3 sets on stream now that I think about it. Let's see, 3 sets on stream. I won one of them on stream, so that was fun. I also just got to meet a ton of new people. That was just a really fun tournament experience. And then Momocon is another situation where it's just like I had so much fun, and it was also just like one of my best tournament experiences. So it's like, let's see what happened there.
It worked out. I couldn't get back.
At Momocon, I played pools. I made it out of pools. I got to play Cosmos. That was the first time I got to play like a top player in Ultimate, so that was really fun. And that was just like, Momocon was a time where like my what's the word? Motivation. Yeah, my motivation was like at an all-time high. I was so motivated to like try and do better, try to play the game. And I was just, like I said earlier, I was amping myself up. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna beat Cosmos. I'm gonna do it. This is gonna be great. I'm gonna like have my claim to fame and all this jazz. And I played him, and it was just like it was a great experience. Like, sure, I lost, and I was like, sure, it ended like we all know how it ends. I've posted about it like so many times already. And it's just like all I can do now is just like laugh at it and like, yeah, that happened.
Oh, what? Rolled past that. Oh, that was good. I was like, don't down air. He'll up air me. And then
Yeah, I was waiting for it.
you're waiting for the down air or waiting for that?
The down air, and then
Oh,
I
yeah.
just kind of reacted to the air dodge. I was like, oh, okay, that works too.
Plug any social media or anything you have going on. Go ahead and do that now.
Well, all my social medias are Mopn811. I'm not really on Twitter right now. I don't know if I will be back for a while, but I'm available on Twitch at also Mopn811. That's the big thing. I didn't even get into YouTube yet, so it's really whatever, but it's really just Twitch right now for me.
All right. Well, Mopn, I very much appreciate you joining me and Spiked. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, I appreciate you reaching out. It was fun.
All right. And with that, I'll see you guys in the next episode.
Adios.